Gravitas, co-presented by Skoda. Kushak, choose what really matters.
Let me introduce you to our next story with a soundbite. Here it is.
Today is a great day. It's a great day for Britney Spears, and it's a great day for justice. And there's definitely something to celebrate. I'm so pleased and proud to say Jamie Spears is no longer a conservator.
What you heard is self-explanatory. The man is talking about Britney Spears, the pop star. Jamie Spears is a father, and Britney's attorney claims the father is no longer her guardian/conservator. Now, if you have read the headlines recently, you already know this. A court has removed Britney's father as her guardian. Quick question. Isn't a parent a child's guardian for life? If so, what kind of guardianship is this that can be suspended by a court? This story is not about a traditional parent-child relationship, the most sacrosanct relationship on earth, some would say. This story is about money and how money can corrupt even the most unconditional bond on earth. The story begins in 2008. Britney Spears was 26 and famous. She was a global phenomenon. Her songs, Oops, I Did It Again and Toxic, were chart busters. And Britney was crowned the princess of pop. But she was struggling with substance and alcohol abuse. Britney had mental breakdowns in public. She once smashed a paparazzo's car, shaved her head in public, lost custody of her children. When the children visited Britney, the singer refused to hand them over to their father. She was also frequenting rehabs and hospitals. By 2008, Britney Spears had become another 90s pop star burnt by fame. Her case had also checked all the criteria of the guardianship system. What is the guardianship system? It's a legal arrangement. Under the system, the court grants a person's custody to an organization or individual. This happens when the court thinks that the person is mentally unfit. Britney Spears was mentally unfit. So her father, Jamie Spears, swooped in to take care of her. Jamie Spears filed for Britney's guardianship. Now, the story is a rather interesting one. You must know the background. Britney Spears' mother, Lynn Bridges, happens to be Jamie's second wife. This couple married in 1976. She filed for divorce 4 years later. She also sought a restraining order against Jamie Spears. She accused him of alcoholism. The couple soon reconciled, then they got a divorce. Then they reconciled again, just around the time the guardianship was granted. And then they separated again. There's been a lot of back and forth. Britney did not have a great relationship with her father. While Britney and her mother were thick as thieves, the father mostly remained absent or drunk. So when the parents divorced in 2002, Britney said it was the best thing to have happened to her family, the divorce of her parents. But in 2008, the father was back. Jamie's attorney claims the story is of a father who wanted more for his daughter than to live and be well. The story being sold is of a man who rose to the occasion and cared for his mentally ill daughter. Well, Britney Spears disagrees. She says her father bugged her bedroom, controlled her money, vetted the people she met, oversaw visits to her sons, also controlled her reproductive rights, did not let her have any more children, and forced her to perform on stage against her will. Britney Spears says that her father controlled her life end to end. Now, in 2019, he gave up most of these controls, but still called the shots on Britney's finances. FYI, Britney Spears is worth $60 million. Reports say the father quoted $2 million as the price for Britney's freedom. And if that's true, the story becomes one of extortion in the name of guardianship. It also becomes a stain on a parent-child relationship. Britney's equation with her father is hard for most of us to understand. A parent-child relationship is supposed to be the holiest bond on earth. For most of us, our parents are our safest place. They protect us from the world. They care for us at all times, be it mental illness or a physical ailment. We feel the safest when under the care of our parents. Now, this is the very logic behind the guardianship system. Many countries in the world have it. In England, for example, the system dates back to 1600, the year 1600. This was during the reign of Charles II. A lot has changed since. Children have been making millions at an early age. And the money has clearly corrupted the parent-child bond. Britney Spears is not the first celebrity, by the way, to have had a showdown with a parent over money. Hollywood has seen too many such cases. You might recognize this man, Macaulay Culkin, from the Home Alone series. Culkin sued his parents for $17 million when he was just 16 years old. The actor said his father was mismanaging his earnings. Singer LeAnn Rimes once sued her father for spending $7 million of her earning. The father countersued and said that his daughter spent her money frivolously on cars and boyfriends. Can parents advise their children on money? Of course they can. Some would say they should. Do parents have guardianship rights? Yes, they do. But do parents have the right to abuse this guardianship? No, they don't. So in theory, we know the answers to all of these questions. Unfortunately, in real life, things are more complicated. Britney Spears and her story is open-ended. Both sides have their versions. Both have their differences. Britney Spears is 39 years old. She has all the rights to be free, to live life on her own terms. That's that. But there's also no clear villain in this story. Could this legal trap have been avoided had Britney's behavior not been so erratic? Did her father abuse the blood ties to extort the celebrity daughter? Would all of this have happened had Britney not been famous and rich? Does love between a parent and a child dissolve when they hit a certain bank balance? Full disclosure, it's hard for me to make sense of this story, frankly. So I'll ask you to write to us. Let us know what you think. WION is now available in your country. Download the app now and get all the news on the move.
Gravitas, co-presented by Skoda. Kushak, choose what really matters.